Mobile television production facilities for this broadcast are made possible by a grant from Walmart. Walmart, with their location on the White Horse Pike in Somerdale. You're watching Sterling High School Channel 19, winner of the Mid-Atlantic Emmy Award for the Best Live Game Broadcast. Serving Hynella, Laurel Springs, Magnolia, Somerdale, and Stratford.
And welcome back to Sterling Channel 19. Here we have boys basketball from the Castle of Sterling. The number 4 seed in the South Jersey Group 2 tournament at 19-9 takes on the Overbrook Rams, 22-6, 5th seed in the Group 2 tournament. Take a look at the Colonial Liberty standings. It is Haddonfield atop the division at 24-5. They were the 1 seed in this Group 2 tournament. Sterling follows them in the Colonial Liberty standings at a record of 19-9, 7-3 on the year, followed by Haddon Heights, who was 19-8, also 7-3 in the conference this year, followed by Paulsboro, who Sterling lost a tough one to earlier this year, Haddon Township, and West Deptford at the bottom of the Colonial Liberty. Take a look at the Tri-County Diamond. Overbrook, phenomenal season, 22-6, 10-0, undefeated in the division, followed by Glassboro, Penns Grove, Carneys Point, Pennsville, Woodstown, and Shalleck there at 3-20 at the bottom. Sterling is 19-9. They are second in the Colonial Liberty. And we're going to take a look at this team that's second in the Colonial Liberty as we let them introduce themselves.
CJ Mundell, senior, guard, Somerdale.
Jaden McFadden, senior, point guard, Stratford.
Walter Garrison, junior, power forward, Woodbury.
Ramir Long, freshman, point guard, Laurel Springs.
Julian Johnson, sophomore, shooting guard, Somerdale.
Jake Spiritoso, junior, center, Magnolia.
Travis Schmid, sophomore, power forward, Laurel Springs.
Mark Lockett, senior, shooting guard, Stratford.
Amari Key, sophomore, guard, Somerdale.
Marquise Holloway, junior, center, Magnolia.
Zion Arnett, sophomore, small forward, Somerdale.
Brandon Allison, junior, guard, Laurel Springs.
Great look there at the 2022-2023 Sterling boys basketball team. We take a look once again. They were 19-9, second in the Colonial Liberty. They put up 56 points per game. However, they let up 52 points per game. Mundell and McFadden, the leading scorers with 14 apiece. Walter Garrison with 10 points per game. What an addition he's been for this Sterling Knights team. And Julian Johnson cracks his way into the top 4 of leading scorers with 9 points per game. And to the opposing Rams, 22-6. They are first in the Tri-County Diamond. They put up 57 points per game. Defense much better than Sterling's, 46 points a game allowed. Devon Johnson, 18 points per game. He's having a phenomenal year, followed by David Haywood with 15 points per game. That's a nice 1-2 punch there for the Rams. Also with Dylan Dixon at 7 and Justin Galda with 5 points per game. Series notes since 2007. Sterling overall with 56% wins overall once again, and Overbrook with 52% win percentage overall. In the playoffs, Sterling lackluster there at 37%. However, Overbrook floating around 500. This game would get them to 50% if they beat the Knights. They're right now at 47. Home-away ratio, Sterling wipes the floor with this one between the two at 62%, Overbrook at 49%. And you take a look, Sterling leads the series 14-9, but however, Overbrook has won the last 2 games. Sterling's last win dates all the way back to 2018. Take a look at these starting lineups. It is Dylan Davis-Dixon, Justin Galda, David Haywood, Devon Johnson, and Sean Mills for the Overbrook Rams. And for your Sterling Knights, CJ Mundell, Jadis McFadden, Ramir Long, Julian Johnson, and Walter Garrison rounds out the starting 5. Keys to the game, they gotta value the ball, guys, and the rebounding is gonna be crucial against this Overbrook Rams team. Take a look here at the bracket. Now taking a look at Ramir Long. Now back to the bracket. Sterling, the 4 seed, Overbrook, the 5 seed. The winner will most likely play Haddonfield as they are up 13 in the 4th over Medford Tech. So that game would be at Haddonfield. Haddonfield, the 1 seed, gets home court advantage all throughout the Group 2 playoffs.
Great job so far doing it all year. They did that in their last playoff matchup. And just, I think, a great start to this game. With a lot of guys making a lot of big plays is going to lead to a big Sterling victory over Overbrook.
Well, you walk in and you can tell right away you're in a playoff game with this crowd being electric, and look for it to help Sterling get off to a quick start. And guys, the one thing about Sterling over the last couple games, and I know over the last 10 games they've had some tough times, but over the last couple games, the key to them doing well is the fact that they've got contributions from everyone involved. And I think that really helped out in that last game, the first round game against Camden Charter, where they sputtered a little bit, but everybody picked it up, whether it's on the offensive or defensive sides of the ball.
Once again, if you're just joining us, it is playoff action, quarterfinal action here at the Castle. Number 4 seed Sterling taking on number 5 seed Overbrook. I'm Jay Clark, joined by Brian McClernand and Mr. Schulz. Thank you for joining us. We take a look at the coaching matchup on the right there. Coach Justin Behringer.
And Don Lang, in his first year at Overbrook, just doing an outstanding job with that team.
They've got his team to a 22-6 record during that regular season. Just a great first year for that coaching staff.
McFadden drives inside. Jadis McFadden with an easy 2 to start the game for the Knights.
Now Overbrook starting off in man, and McFadden, knowing that his man was coming at him a little bit out of control, took advantage of it with a strong drive to the basket.
So that'll be a turnover there. We're going to take a look at the basket here for Jadis McFadden. Nice drive inside, guys.
Yeah, and I think initially you saw Long right there with a drive to the basket, drew the defenders his way, and had a quick kick out, and the defender was a little late in getting out to Jadis McFadden. He blew right by him.
Here is Long fighting through contact, kick out, McFadden in the corner, triple, no good. Bob it around, now rebound. That's in the hands of Johnson. Johnson in the corner, pump fake, reverse layup, no good. Rebound Mundell, that shot was no good by Sean Mills, and a foul.
Yeah, you see Mills here going back frustrated, went back at Mundell with the shoulder and got called for the foul.
Mundell to inbound to Long now. Minute taken off the clock. Still McFadden with the only basket to this point. Great playoff atmosphere with the super fans, and Overbrook's fan base travels well. Garrison, nice ball fake, back out to Long. He drives inside, kick out McFadden, now Mundell. Mundell is tightly guarded by Davis-Dixon. Johnson for 3, no good. Rebound Garrison. Garrison shot is
And as I said, it's all about Sterling getting off to a quick start. So far, terrific with their ball movement. And so far, just some great defense to start it off.
Pass inside. Shot is no good there by Davis-Dixon. Pass now was batted away, and there's a foul. It'll be on Jadis McFadden.
Well, guys, we said one of the keys of the game was rebounding, and you saw Walter Garrison get the rebound and a putback. That's a big early play down in the low post for Sterling.
So Overbrook will have to inbound once again. So we take a look at Coach Justin Behringer. Haywood to run the point. He's picked up by Johnson. Now he'll swing it to Johnson. That is Devon Johnson for Overbrook. Galda. Now Mills. Mills in some trouble. And there's a foul. We're going to take one more look at it here. Nice ball movement for the Rams.
Yeah, they're moving the ball around, but I like how Sterling's defended. Somebody gets the ball, you see two defenders collapse down on him. I think the key for Sterling is to keep that defensive pressure on a consistent basis throughout this game. They've had times where they've lapsed. You can't afford to do that in the playoffs.
Galda to inbound now. Heaves one back to Mills. Overbrook still scoreless in this first quarter. Johnson defending Haywood outside. Haywood with the drive, now a kick out. Mills, three is no good. Rebound, Premier Long. Finds Mundell. Now Long. Finds Johnson. Here's McFadden. McFadden with a drive inside, a kick out. Long. Out to Garrison. Garrison for three. Rolls around the rim. No good. Rebound Haywood.
But the quick ball movement is leading to some open looks, and that's a good sign here early on.
Haywood drives inside, and he'll draw some contact to go to the line. We see another look at it there. Good shot by our camera crew. Haywood to the line, the senior. He averages 15 points per game. First free throw is good. He gets the Rams on the board.
Yeah, both David Haywood, Devon Johnson, very strong duo for this Overbrook Rams team. Something Sterling is going to have to pay close attention to as this game moves forward.
Second free throw rolls around the rim, no good. Rebound Mundell. Here's Mundell. He's guarded by Davis Dixon. Mundell trying to create space. Mundell drives inside and is swatted away by Haywood. Rebound Garrison. Walter Garrison with the second chance points.
Well, C.J. Mundell's garnered so much attention that defenders are going to go his way. You see a loose ball right there, and Walter Garrison takes advantage of the space and finishes.
Shot is up. Offensive rebound, rolls around the rim, and it is good for Devon Johnson. 3-point ball game about halfway through this first quarter. And Premier Long fires a wayward pass intended for Julian Johnson, so that'll be a turnover for the Knights. Here's Mills. He's picked up by Long. Sterling trying the trap. Here's shot no good. Rebound Mundell. Galda's shot was no good. McFadden. McFadden attacking the rim. Now kicks out to Johnson. Johnson right in front of the Rams.
Beautiful three there by Julian Johnson. Gives the Knights a 6-point advantage.
Yeah, one thing you're sure seeing, guys, is the quick ball movement really has Overbrook chasing defensively. That's why Sterling's getting a lot of early looks.
Shot is up and good there for David Haywood. You can credit Haywood for 3 of the 5 Ram points at this moment in the game. Mundell off a screen from Garrison from way outside. No good. Rebound Garrison. Garrison with a hop step into the lane.
And a nice job right there by Walter Garrison, able to finish what C.J. Mundell could not. He's just been a great rebounder all season. He just really coming up clutch here in this first quarter for the Knights.
Rebounds is about being physical, but it's also having a sense for knowing where the ball's going and being in the right spot. I think you saw that right there with Walter Garrison. What a start for him down in the low post defensively and on the offensive end.
Garrison picking right up where he left off from that last game against Canyon Academy Charter on the boards. And one free throw is good for Walter Garrison, makes it a 7-point night advantage. Garrison will get called for a foul there as he was guarding David Haywood.
Guys, and I'm looking around right now. It's probably the most packed we've seen this gym all year.
Mundell gonna pick up another foul, and it'll send Devon Johnson, the senior, to the line. We're gonna take one more look at it. Leading scorer for the Rams with 18 points per game. He'll get a shot at the line for 2. First free throw is nothing but net there for Johnson.
And an early look at Overbrook, they're a lot like that Canton Charter team where they could be getting about 6, 8, 10, 12. They're still going to keep coming at you.
Second free throw is off the mark, so Johnson goes 1 for 2 at the line. CJ Mundell calling for a screen, now waves it off, finds McFadden. McFadden attacks the rim, shot no good, rebound Rams. Here is Haywood. Haywood had it poked away by Mundell and is able to keep it in bounds. Now Arnett. Zion Arnett racing towards the rim, but it's knocked away, and it will be Sterling ball, last touch by Justin Galda.
Well, real good heads-up play by C.J. Mundell down the other end, stripping the ball, getting the steal, keeping it in bounds, and then they had it going the other way. And Sterling's going to maintain possession here.
McFadden to inbound. He finds Walter Garrison. Knights lead it 12-6 with 2:34. Mundell for 3, no good. Battled around it. He'll say it was last touched by Haywood. So Sterling will get another shot at it. McFadden to inbound once again. Lofts it up for Mundell. He catches the 50-50 jump ball. Now here's Garrison. He attacks Mills. Back out to McFadden. Pull-up jumper is up. No good. Rebound, Haywood. Galda. Now to Johnson. And they'll say Johnson stepped out of bounds. That'll be a turnover there for Devon Johnson and the Rams. McFadden orchestrating the offense. He's picked up by Johnson. Now Arnett finds Mundell out to Schmid. Schmid looking around, finds Garrison. Garrison making the extra pass to McFadden. Arnett, good look for 3. Can't cash in. Batted around. Last touch there by Dylan Davis-Dixon.
Yeah, this ball movement half-court set is probably as good as it's been in a few games for Sterling. Like I said before, they're getting open looks. You get one right there to extend the lead to 8.
Good inbound play right there, and Mundell capitalizes around the rim. And that'll be a carry there on David Haywood. Let's take a look at the inbound play.
Very quick inbound play for the Knights. Nice find to Mundell underneath, and he's able to put the layup up.
Into the game for the Rams is Zaire Haynes-Green for Justin Galda. Haynes-Green, a sophomore. Here's Garrison now. Garrison, nice drive to the basket. Walter Garrison, what's those muscles?
And as you like to say, that's a muscle play right there.
Absolutely. Timeout Rams. Take another look at it. Gets himself all the way to the free throw line, creates space. Good finish there by Walter Garrison.
And we didn't really get to see Walter Garrison until the second half of the year, but he has done a terrific job overall for the Knights this season. A lot of muscle plays, as you like to say. Just getting very aggressive, not being afraid to be great.
And as good a job at creating your own offensive opportunities as any one player we've seen tonight.
And so we're going to get an update now on the Haddonfield game thanks to Mr. K back in the truck. They're up 10 with 30 seconds remaining, so barring some kind of miracle, it looks like Haddonfield will be the winner of that game. So the winner of this game will most likely go on to play Haddonfield as we take a look at it on the bracket. So Haddonfield will most likely move on. And the game that is boxed on your screen will take them on at Haddonfield Memorial High School on Saturday.
And this game has a long way to go, but if Sterling somehow is able to come up with a win in this game and go into Haddonfield, I think it'll be different than the last time they were there, where Haddonfield won by at least 20. Probably be more like the first time around where it was a closer game, especially in a playoff-like atmosphere.
Johnson finds Haynes Green. Haynes Green is now trying to set up a play, and some confusion amongst the Rams. Could say the super fans are getting to him. Here's a three for Johnson. Shot no good. Rebound Travis Schmid. What an asset he is to have back. Now McFadden outside. And a final from Haddonfield, 65-54. So the Bulldogs advance. Now Garrison, hop step into the lane, and they get Walter Garrison with the travel. Too many steps before the contact. That'll result in a turnover.
It was a great find right there by Jadis McFadden. Just can't have that many steps there, Walter.
So here is Devon Johnson, leading scorer for the Rams. 20 seconds remain in the first quarter. Knights lead at 16-6. Steal there by Travis Schmid. Schmid, hard foul.
Overbrook's having a lot of pressure, with a lot of trouble with all the pressure out on the perimeter. You see right here, getting a foul there, a frustration foul against Overbrook.
10 seconds now. McFadden finds Mundell. Over in the corner, Arnett. Arnett with 3 seconds to go, no good. And a last shot attempt that is well short from Haywood. Makes this one a 16-6 game going into the break for the second quarter. We'll be right back after the break with more action after this.
Man, I really like talking to you.
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
What? Hit me? Why?
Because, are you gonna hit me or not?
No.
Wrong answer.
This is so stupid.
That's more like it.
I never said you could hit me.
What is that guy fighting?
What's your name? Never called. Tyler. Are you from Fight Club? Shh. You're the first one.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Sterling Channel 19. Sterling with a 16-6 lead over the Overbrook Rams as we enter quarter number 2. Nice aerial shot of Sterling High School right there. And again, the winner of this game will move on to face Haddonfield, as Haddonfield was able to take care of business. They advance. Let's take a look at the South Jersey Group 2 playoff bracket. As you see right there, they're moving on to the semifinals. They'll face the winner of this game, Sterling or Overbrook. We'll find out in about 3 quarters from now.
I think that's the key to the game. I look back to the keys of the game, and value the ball was one. They did that, but the big thing they did in this first quarter was rebound the ball and get some putbacks, and that was led by Walter Garrison.
Three there is no good. It's Mundell who gets the rebound for the Knights. So here is Premier Long setting up a play. He gets it to McFadden, back to Long. Able to find Mundell. Screen there to Long. Long pass for Mundell. It's going to be a traveling violation. So it'll go the other way.
Yeah, and you'll take a look at it right here. You'll see number 4, Premier Long. Just the feet are too choppy there, and the official being right there going to make the call almost every single time.
So here's Golda. He gets that one to Haywood. And the Rams just held to 6 points in that opening quarter. A great showing so far for this Knights defense. They've usually done their job in the first quarter. Got out to scored 21 points against Camden Charter and 16 in the first quarter of this one. That shot there was no good. Here's Mundell with it for the Knights. He gets it to Long.
Yeah, Overbrook's really having a tough time getting quality looks offensively. Give credit to what Sterling's been able to do from a defensive standpoint.
So Johnson loses it, and it will go out of play. And it's going to be Overbrook ball.
And this is where Sterling's had problems. They'll have a good first quarter, and then you see right now here, first 2 trips down the floor, they have unforced turnovers. So that's something that they can't allow to happen in this second quarter.
Not only unforced turnovers, but sometimes with the Schools, they just lose intensity going into that second quarter. Not sure if it has something to do with the break or their mindset gets taken out of it because they have a lead, but they seem to just let their foot off the gas a little bit. In an environment like this, that cannot happen.
Nice behind the back pass. That 3 ball there is no good. It's McFadden who gets a nice rebound there for the Knights. Now here's Long. Speedy drive toward the basket. Layup is good for Premier Long.
We talk about it all year long. The freshman that does not play like a freshman, Premier Long, that is a phenomenal take. Goes up over 2 defenders, uses his speed to lay that one right in. Just a phenomenal play.
He hit another gear in those last 10 feet going to the basket.
Overbrook trying to answer. Here's a 3 from Golda. Does not go. And it's Garrison who loses it for a moment. He's trying to get it back. It's on the ground, and it will be Sterling ball. As Premier Long gets it back, now gets it quickly to Mundell. Now here's Garrison.
Well, that can tell you all you need to know. The Overbrook shot, they had a defender in his face. We've been seeing that all game here early on.
Here's Johnson, gets it to Long. Long driving, gets it out to McFadden. McFadden chucks up a wide open 3. Shot there is no good. And a rebound there by David Haywood. Overbrook looking for a quick response. Driving. Shot there, no good. Mundell gets the rebound. Johnson not able to connect on the layup.
And there's that man again on defense. Walter Garrison just in every single defensive play for Sterling.
Mundell misses another 3, and it's Overbrook who gets it back. Here's a drive and a foul at the end of the play. We'll take a look at it.
Yeah, you see some contact there from Johnson with the official running with the play. Pretty easy call.
So it'll be David Haywood to shoot from the line for the Rams. The shot does not go. Big factor here for today's game. It's the crowd. It is loud in this gym. As I said earlier, it's probably the most packed we've seen this gym all year.
Yeah, well, they got all 4 bleachers down. Both to our left and our right on our side are filled. You see the Overbrook student section behind their bench.
Garrison chucks up a 3, shot way off. And then will go out of play. And that Overbrook fan base is going to let him know that. Here's Overbrook who gets it back. They trail it 18-7. Sterling with just 1 bucket here in this second quarter.
Yeah, Overbrook having all kinds of problems with this 3-2 zone defense. Sterling's doing a great job
inside, and that layup there is good by Davis Dixon. So it's now a 9-point lead for the Knights. Sterling looked for a quick response. Here's Johnson. Gets it to Long. Long sees an opening. Nice find to Garrison. He drives inside. Shot there is no good. And a rebound there by Galde. So we're trying to answer. Shot is no good, but a foul called.
Now, I want to take one more look at this because I'm not sure if Mundell had the feet set or not. No, he did not. Feet were still moving. Right call there by the official.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And you could tell if they get any type of opportunity to drive down to the low post where it's baseline or right down the middle, they're trying to go right at C.J. Mundell.
Shot there is good by Devon Johnson.
And the Rams are really driving right now. Mundell has 2 fouls, and they're really driving to try and attack that paint, especially in transition. When Sterling misses down the one end, Overbrook is quick to run out on the break.
Second shot is good by Johnson. Again, it's those second quarter blues that Sterling has been unfortunately infamous for so far. Find Johnson in the corner. He chucks up a 3. Shot is no good. Overbrook trying to respond. Mid-range jumper, no good. We get a foul at the end of the play. And we'll take a look at it.
Yeah, we're going to take another look. There's the shot from Haywood, and it's no good. And Arnett comes down with the rebound, and they're going to get, I guess, an over-the-back foul there on Dylan Davis-Dixon.
But right now, Sterling's very fortunate that Overbrook really has not been able to hit from the perimeter at all. Even when they do get some open looks.
Here is McFadden. Long pass over to Arnett. Then finds McFadden underneath. He drives toward the basket. Shot there is no good. Rebound by Davis-Dixon. Nice move there. Drive inside and the foul call. It's going to be on McFadden.
And I think what Sterling is doing in this second quarter, maybe they've been doing it all year and we just haven't picked up on it, they're taking really bad shots, forcing shots, especially now Mundell is now out on the floor, trying to preserve him for later in the game, but they need somebody to step up, and McFadden forced the shot with 3 defenders in proximity.
Especially, Jacob, that's a good point, especially in a game where a lot of their good offensive opportunities have come in the half court where they've had great ball movement and everybody's touched the ball. But like you said, to what you said, when you come down and you take an ill-advised shot, it really goes against that way of thinking and goes a long way in getting you out of that offensive rhythm that you were in the first quarter.
Mundell back in the game for the Knights as that shot was good by Johnson. So it's now a 5-point Sterling lead. They were up by 10 entering this second quarter. They're up 16-6. They're now being outscored 7-2 in the second quarter. Mundell long pass. Picked off there by Long. Trying to make a play. He's now double teamed. And there's going to be a foul. Actually, no, it'll be a timeout here for the Knights.
Another savvy veteran move there by Mimir Long. He senses the double team coming on. They got a couple timeouts to burn in the half. Why not take one with around 2:40 left on the clock, especially when you're giving the ball over, and not give Overbrook any momentum? You can follow us on Twitter at SterlingTV19. Check out what's going on around the castle. Some castle connections from Mr. Claiborne. And of course, all things sports, we got it at SterlingTV19.
Great job by our cheerleaders.
That's just impressive.
Yeah, we haven't seen that all year, but just incredible job by our cheerleaders this year. They've been shown up every single game here at the castle.
Well, guys, you know, we had heard that when Overbrook came in here in a scrimmage early in the year, really took it to Sterling. But I think this Sterling team now is much different than the team that started out the season. I think the big thing is, first, you have Walter Garrison. Secondly, a lot of the younger guys now feel more comfortable in their roles and are up to the speed of the varsity level. That wasn't the case in the first scrimmage.
Yeah, well, I think we talked about it from game 1 to game 15. These guys were going to make a huge jump and surprise a lot of people, and I think they made that jump. And then they sort of fell back after that Williamstown game. That was a tough loss on Martin Luther King Day. And I think that really set them back, and they got cold around the wrong time. But, hey, anything can happen now. It's playoff basketball. Win or go home.
So here is Walter Garrison. Looking for somebody open. He'll just take it himself. Then gets it to Long. Long drives inside, then finds McFadden. McFadden then gets it to Garrison, then on to Mundell. Mundell, pump fake. Makes a move, finds Schmidt inside. Beautiful pass, and Schmidt puts it through. Beautiful sequence there, beautiful ball movement by the Knights.
Beautiful pass, beautiful finish there by Travis Schmidt, and a much-needed basket for the Knights.
And to what we talked about, a great half-court set, great ball movement, getting Overbrook out of position.
2 minutes left to go in this first half, and that three is good. Big three there for Devon Johnson. Cuts the Sterling lead down to 4.
And just when Sterling starts getting things going their way, there's Johnson, the leading scorer for the Rams, to get a bucket.
And a nice response by Walter Garrison. That layup is good. Sterling lead back to 6.
Great finish in the low post for Walter Garrison.
Step back, no good. And the super fans are going to let him know it's Schmidt who gets the rebound, and now Sterling will set up a play. So here is Mundell trying to control the pace. Gets to McFadden. Trying to find someone open. He'll get it to Long. Now Long drives toward the basket. He's finding Garrison, back out to McFadden. Less than a minute remaining. Again, Sterling just trying to control that pace. Melt as much clock as they can. Up by 6.
And as we talked about, Mr. Schultz, this is another good half-court set. 4 out of 5 guys have already touched the ball. They're making good ball movement. This is something you want to see if you're Coach Behringer.
Here's Mundell, makes a move, drive toward the basket. Shot no good, but a foul called at the end of the play.
We're going to take a look. Phenomenal ball movement. Mundell drives inside, and this is the basket by Travis Schmidt. He made a move, caught the defender on a lapse, found Schmidt, who was doing a phenomenal job off the ball, and a good finish there. A nice up and under acrobatic layup there for Travis Schmidt.
Not an easy play at all.
Not an easy play, and for a guy with a banged up ankle.
Mundell shooting 70% even from the line. Drills both. So this Knights lead out to 8. A little over half a minute remaining in this first half.
And out of the timeout, guys, Sterling really readjusted. They stopped that momentum. They got a couple baskets of their own, but credit to Overbrook for going on a run.
15 seconds left. Looks like Overbrook's going to just try and melt the clock down, hope for a final shot. Drive toward the basket. Layup does not go. And it was Schmidt fighting for it. And it's going to be Sterling ball.
This is a nice shot. Haywood drives inside, and a nice shot by Travis Schmidt. Just not being afraid to be great. Goes in, doesn't allow for Davis Dixon to get that rebound right there. And you see just the mass amount of super fans there on your screen. They are amped up and excited for this one, and so are we here in the booth.
It's going to be a very fun second half here at the Castle, the biggest of the year. Final shot from Schmidt is good! Oh my! Welcome back, Travis Schmidt! Come on! What a way to go into the locker room for the Knights. Let's take a look at it. Oh my goodness.
Nails the long three-pointer at the buzzer.
And we're going to the half up by 11. 27-16 Knights on top. We'll take a look at it one more time.
Take that.
What a way to end this first half. Oh my goodness. We're going to take a look at it again. This crowd loved that. They needed that for sure. What a shot by Travis Schmid. Welcome back. As he sends the Knights into the locker room with a 27-16 lead. Second half action coming up right after this.
Guys, put your IDs on.
Brady, headphones. Gotta come out.
Nah.
Come on, man.
Yo, Brayden, you know you're not supposed to have your jacket on, man. Come on, take it off. Put it in your locker. No, I'm okay.
Stop. You have your jacket on, AirPods in, and no ID. Go to internal.
You too, bro.
Yeah.
I really like basketball.
Adam, you okay?
Hey, are you guys serious? You do know there's like 52 billion pieces of trash in the earth right now. That's nearly 7,000 per mile. And 42% of that is burned up in the air, causing pollution. Imagine if Earth was a person right now.
Dude, do you have Google and find in your brain something? How do you know that?
Don't worry about me. Worry about Earth.
Oh, dude. I can't believe it happened.
Hey. Thanks, man. I appreciate you.
I guess one time isn't gonna kill me.
It's totally safe. We do this all the time.
There's no way these drugs are laced, right?
Trust me, you're gonna be fine.
I just need to forget everything.
It'll be fun.
A lethal dose of fentanyl is just 4 grains of sand and can hide in any drug. So no matter what you and your friends think, what you can't see will kill you. Don't die to get high. Fentanyl is fatal. Get the whole truth at CamdenCounty.com/fentanyl.
Have a great day, guys. Have a great day. Thanks for being so kind. Have a great day, guys.
He's so nice! Oh my gosh, it's so annoying! You're trash! I'm gonna have to take matters into my own hands!
the story, always be nice.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a
Redmond's Revenge.
Susie Banks?
Sean McLear.
What are you guys even talking about? Those are both myths.
Get out of here.
Set your affirmations, aspirations. I to do the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake.
Young man, they try to tell you.
We try to tell you.
Yeah, you guys want us to just skip class and mess around?
Wait, you haven't heard the rumors?
About the hallway predator? Those things are just made up. Teachers just want to scare us to go back to class.
Alright, bro.
I told you guys it's not real.
Yo, he's not even scary. Who even is this dude?
Don't linger in the hallways.
And welcome back to Sterling Channel 19. The Knights lead this one at the half, 27-16. We're going to take a look at the leading scorers. Walter Garrison leads all scorers with 11. Schmid with 5, and 3 of those came from the buzzer beater 3 from way beyond the arc. And Mundell has 4. Take a look for the other side. Johnson, the leading scorer all year for the Rams, is the leading scorer once again with 10 points. And Haywood has 4, and Davis Dixon has 2. So we're going to take a look at some of the highlights from our leading scorers. Let's start with Devon Johnson. And Johnson has done a phenomenal job of scoring really anywhere, all 3 levels, in transition, in the half-court set. He's just been able to do it all for the Rams. And we're going to take a look at the leading scorer for the Knights, Walter Garrison. What a job he's done in the low post and on second chance points primarily.
Yeah, you saw that right there, the putback. You see it again, get the ball, take advantage of it. And we also saw him create his own offensive opportunities and finish. And there you see him twist around and nifty. Watch this. This is create your own offensive opportunity. He's just saying to himself, I'm going to get to the basket. I'm going to make something happen. He does. Just an outstanding first half by Walter Garrison.
Garrison refused to be deterred away from the basket. We take a look now at the bracket once again. So Haddonfield has moved on. They beat Medford Tech at Haddonfield. So the winner of this game will once again play at Haddonfield. They are the 1 seed. And you take a look at the bottom half of the bracket. The winner of Cinnaminson and Haddon Heights will face the winner of Middle Township and Lindenwold.
And if we are able to win this game and get to Haddonfield, you talk about a playoff atmosphere like no other. Haddonfield has a place where you're almost on top of each other. We're going to look at Travis Schmidt's buzzer beater.
Well, they do a great job off the inbound. Arnett finds Schmid, and he's not covered very well by Overbrook. They sort of forgot about him up there, and that's something that he can do when he's left all alone. Once again, just not afraid to be great out there for Travis Schmid.
I think, Jacob, you brought up a great point. They were very efficient with a little bit of time in getting, it wasn't going to be a shot under the basket, but a fairly quality shot. And obviously, Travis Schmidt was able to finish.
Well, you saw it on the replay there. Arnett takes one dribble, passes the ball up the court. See Schmidt, he was forgotten about by Devon Johnson. And he gave the Knights another 3 points going into the locker room.
Well, that's what I was saying. I mean, a lot of times guys will just, with Arnett would just take the ball, dribble a couple times, and shoot from half court, but he had the presence of mind to look for Travis Schmidt.
So third quarter action here at the Castle. That pass almost gets away there from Garrison, but he gets it back. Gets to Mundell. Sterling out to a 27-16 lead. Glad you're with us here in this second half. I'm Brian McLennan, joined by Jake Clark and Mr. Schulz. Nice move there by Mundell, and he starts the scoring off in this second half.
What a pretty jump shot there by C.J. Mundell. Stops, ball fakes, pops, and drops. Great shot there for the senior. That's his 6th point of the night.
So here's Overbrook looking for a response. Gets that out to Johnson. A nice find inside, and that layup no good. But a second try right there for Davis Dixon falls through.
Well, one of the few second chance opportunities we've seen Overbrook get, because that area has really been dominated by Walter Garrison.
Yeah, no look pass there for Johnson. A nice job by Davis Dixon to get his own rebound and convert at the rim.
So Mundell floats that one to Long. Long makes a move, gets it to Johnson in the corner. He'll just find Mundell inside, back to Johnson. Johnson floats that shot up, it's no good. And a rebound there by Devon Johnson. So Johnson drives toward the basket, layup is good. Now a 9-point Sterling lead.
Well, you knew it wasn't going to be easy, and again, this Overbrook team, the type of team that's just going to keep coming at you.
And a big steal there. It looks like he is fouled at the end of the play there.
We're going to take a look. Nice job by Haywood. A good job by Vermeer Long. You thought it was going to be Haywood trying to go up, get a layup, or maybe even a slam. And Long hustled back to make sure that wasn't even a thought. Unfortunately, fouls there at the end of the play, and they say it was on the floor now, not in the act of shooting.
So that one is to be kicked out of bounds there by McFadden. He pulled an Aaron Quinn right there.
Yeah, best impersonation of Aaron Quinn goes to J.S. McFadden right there.
So here is Justin Galda. He gets that one out to Johnson, back to Galda. Find it inside, little mid-range jumper, no good. And it's McFadden who gets the rebound for Sterling. Quick drive toward the basket, running against two defenders, and out to Long. Long drives, pass gets away, then out to Johnson. Here's Mundell. Mundell chucks up a three. That shot is good. Absolute money there from C.J. Mundell.
Well, there it is. Home diddly dee, C.J. Mundell for three. We've been waiting for it all night. Fired up a couple of threes, none of them dropped. Able to convert from beyond the arc. Nice job there by the senior leader, C.J. Mundell.
Rams quick answer back. That pass is there, intercepted by Haywood. And what a nice job by Mundell. He blocks the shot. Overbrook does get it back, however. Here's Galda, gets it to Haywood. Haywood drives inside, uses the board, and the layup is good by David Haywood.
Oh, yeah, that's a good timeout, because right now, and you haven't seen this the whole first half, but Sterling has, I'm sorry, Overbrook in their half-court set has Sterling chasing. You haven't seen that early on, and Overbrook's taking advantage of it with ball fakes and quick drives to the basket.
Take a look at it one more time. Nice basket there for Devon Johnson. And again, a really good timeout, as you said, Schulz. Trying to really get Sterling back here in order. As you take a look at the super fans, they really showed out tonight.
Yeah, Sterling's not as quick in transition and moving around and adjusting with the ball movement in this third quarter as they were in this first half. You could see Overbrook, as I said, they're getting drives to the basket. They're also getting diagonal looks with the passes, and that's the best way that you beat that 3-2 zone defense.
Fun fact, Sterling has scored half of their points just in that first quarter alone. Up 16 in that first quarter, up 16-6. Johnson to inbound it, he gets it to McFadden. About 5 minutes and some change to go in this third quarter. McFadden finds Mundell, then gets it to Garrison. Here's a 3-ball for long, that's no good. Sterling does get it back.
Good hustle play there by Julian Johnson off the air ball, and that could have been a big momentum swing, but a nice job just being aware.
Nice job right there, and that layup is good. That was clean for Walter Garrison. Here's a 3-ball, and it is good. Devon Johnson for 3.
And the back and forth between these teams, especially between Garrison and Johnson, is just crazy, Mr. Schultz.
Yeah. Well, the other thing you're seeing in this third quarter is Overbrook's hitting their outside shots. You didn't see that in the first half.
And a traveling violation from McFadden. So it'll be Overbrook ball. Take a look at the nice move there by Garrison, as the layup was good. 7-point lead for the Knights, 4:10 to go in this third quarter. Very fun third quarter here at the Castle. 3-ball, no good. Rebound there by Mundell. Shot taken by Justin Galdo. So here's Mundell. He's fine. Johnson in the corner for 3, no good. Mundell with the offensive rebound, and the layup is good.
Nice job by Mundell there. He follows that shot up, puts himself in exactly the right spot, and you talk about rebounding is all a sense of timing. Nice job to time it by Mundell to just snatch it up and go right up with it for 2.
Drive toward the basket, shot good there by Devon Johnson. And again, a nice back and forth third quarter for both these teams. Knights still lead it by 7. Here's Premier Long, gets it to McFadden. McFadden chucks up a 3, shot is no good. Johnson with the rebound, but then stolen away right there by Davis Dixon. So Overbrook gets it back. Here's a drive, then gets it to Mills. Now here's Golden. Finds Johnson. Less than 3 minutes to go. Super fans chanting for some defense here. Nice spin move and a great find to Mills. Mills' layup is good. 5-point game here at the Castle in favor of Sterling.
Well, that was a tremendous find there by Overbrook, and a nice job of capitalizing on it there.
Big defensive play by Mills. He drives toward the basket. That shot, no good. They get it back. A foul is called. And Overbrook finally feeling like they have some momentum in this third quarter.
And that's where you can see where the energy they're playing with right now is translating to them crashing the offensive boards and ultimately getting to the free throw line.
And both teams, Mr. Schultz, are feeding off the energy, and it's really when does that energy swing? And right now it's swinging towards Overbrook, and you can see they're really starting to shine. And this is where Sterling might have a bit of a decline. They can't let that happen. Just need a basket to stop the run and get the super fans back into it.
Yeah, and Sterling had a tough third quarter against the Camden Charter team the other night, so kind of reared its ugly head here with 2:30 left, and Overbrook with a chance to cut the deficit to 3.
Second shot does not go. It's Mundell who gets the rebound after the tip by Garrison. Sterling's lead has been cut down to 4. They were up by 11 going into this third quarter. Mundell makes a move, gets it to McFadden. Back to Mundell.
And when we saw in the opener that Overbrook only put up or allowed 46 points a game defensively, this is why they're so aggressive out on the perimeter and force so many turnovers.
Here's Galda. Nice find inside. Layup off the glass is good for Davis Dixon. And as I said earlier, Overbrook seemed like they might finally have some momentum. They only trail it by 2. Here's Schmidt inside, finds Garrison. Then to Johnson in the corner. Johnson chucks up a three. His shot is no good. Rebound by Schmidt. He loses it. Falls back into the hands of Mundell. Less than a minute and a half remaining. Floats to McFadden. Back to Mundell. Back to McFadden.
And it looks like Overbrook's running a bit of a zone here, and it seems to be working as Sterling isn't cashing in from the outside. They're getting a lot of the points at the rim. Smart move there by the coaching staff for the Rams, as they're really forcing Sterling to make those shots from the outside and clogging the paint once they drive inside.
1 minute left to go in this third quarter.
Sterling was having their way when they had the man defense going early on.
Remember, the winner of this game will play at Haddonfield. Looking to be a 3 o'clock start. And Schmidt thought about it for a moment, then trying to find Mundell inside. And they're going to say his foot stepped out. It's going to be Overbrook ball. They have a chance to either tie it up or take the lead. We'll take a look at it. It'll be most likely his left foot. It was close, but he was out of bounds. So Overbrook with the ball. A little over a half a minute remaining in this third quarter. Less than 30 seconds remain.
And this is just another example of how Sterling lets these teams creep back into the game. It's now a 2-point game. It was a 10-point game at the end of the first.
Mundell gets the defensive rebound, drives toward the basket. Shot is no good, but a foul is called. It looks like he'll go to the line.
Mundell just wants to take it coast to coast, and this is the guy you want with the ball in his hands all year long. Clean game to this point. That's only Overbrook's first team foul. And I think C.J. Mundell getting overrated chance from the Overbrook fans here tonight really just shows you how good of a player he truly is. To be that known by a whole nother school that's not even in the conference, for him to be quote-unquote overrated is really just kind of out of this world.
Can't get either shot to go through. Overbrook playing most likely for a final shot. Quick drive and a foul is called. It's going to be called on Travis Schmidt.
So we're going to take a look at it. I don't know.
But again, Jake, they're the ones calling the plays.
Obviously, they have the better view. That view didn't really show the feet.
We're the ones here sitting at the table.
Nevertheless, it's still going to send Hayward to the line. They're not going to check out Channel 19 to review it.
If only we had replays for them to take a look at.
You at home can see it, we can see it. We just can't show the men and women in pinstripes.
And Overbrook has tied it up in the third. 4.9 to go. Nice job defensively. Final shot. Cannot go. We're entering the fourth quarter with a tie ball game, 36 apiece here at the Castle. What a game this has been after 3. Fourth quarter action coming up right after this. Ooh boy, I'm excited.
Look at this door. You can't open the locker. Look at the shoes he's wearing. Go up to him and call him dumb and useless. Bet, I will. Yeah, you better. Hey man, do you need help opening your locker?
Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
No problem. Nice shoes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, Welcome back to Sterling Channel 19, all knotted up at 36 as we enter the final regulation quarter of play. And I say regulation as we've already had one game tonight going to overtime. Will we see this one head into that extra quarter? The girls, unfortunately, lost on a buzzer beater 3 from the K on the floor to Callahan of Haddon Township. This one all knotted up at 36. Take a look at the super fans. They're getting them energized with some candy from the cheerleaders.
Do they need more sugar?
I think I do.
Yeah, they're bringing their A game.
Nevertheless, we are here with fourth quarter action. If you're just joining us, Overbrook taking on the Knights in Group 2 quarterfinal action here at the Castle. I'm Jake Clark, joined by Brian McClernand and Mr. Schulz.
Sterling sticking with that man defense.
And Mills clearly out of bounds there, so that'll be a turnover first of the quarter for Overbrook. So here is McFadden. McFadden gonna run the point now. He's picked up before half court by Haywood. Now Garrison back to McFadden. Long in the corner. Mundell finds Johnson. Johnson puts it on the floor. Back out to Mundell from 3, way beyond the arc. Oh, diddly-D! CJ Mundell for 3!
Well, this is where you've got the experience in the last couple games where you've had teams take runs at you. You get punched in the mouth. How do you react? And you see CJ Mundell really doing a good job getting things started right there.
If you have the kahunas to call him overrated, then boy, I don't even know what to say.
Well, guys, it's a good start because that was just a glimpse of the good inside-out kick-out ball movement you saw in the first half that really got Sterling going and got him on the board offensively.
Devon Johnson at the line. His first free throw is no good. Tough break there for the Rams. Let's take a look here now at the 3 from Mundell. Johnson drives inside, and that drive is enough for the kick out to Mundell.
Excellent job by the young guy, Johnson, sensing that all the defenders were coming his way.
Unfortunately, no promo, but that would have been a frosty freeze out as he went 0 for 2 there. Unfortunately, not a Sixers game. Now it's Bricken for checking back to basketball. Mundell's 3, no good. Johnson there for the layup. 5-point game.
Well, Johnson's been huge tonight. You see with the layup right there, finishing things off, but also a couple of real good passes.
Johnson, no good. Shot is up and good there for Sean Mills on the offensive glass.
These two teams picking up right where they left off in that third quarter. Some back-to-back offensive action here in this fourth. Very high intensity here.
Mundell, layup, no good. Rebound there by Dixon. Now it's Haywood, and a foul there on Walter Garrison. (41-38). The Knights lead the Rams with around 6:10 left to go. Thing to keep in mind though, Sterling currently has 5 team fouls, Overbrook only with 1. Something to just keep an eye on as this fourth quarter progresses. Haywood thought about a 3. Now Johnson, ball fake, pull up over Arnett, no good. Knocked around, rebound long.
Yeah, that's a very good point there, Jacob, about the fouls, because it really changes what you can do as you get later in the game.
Julian Johnson.
Well, they left Johnson wide open there, but I don't think they're going to let him open the next time.
Good defense there by Garrison. Ball knocked around into the hands of Ramir Long, and they're going to foul there on Overbrook, so it'll stick with Sterling. Huge momentum swing after the 3 here from Johnson.
Yeah, something Sterling desperately needed, and Julian Johnson comes through with a big corner three in this fourth quarter. When you thought Overbrook had the momentum, Julian Johnson said no, sir.
Well, not only does it get you up by 6, but it re-energizes the crowd.
Pull-up jumper for Garrison is good! Walter Garrison has been on all night. What a game in this quarterfinal for Walter Garrison. Swatted by Garrison. There's that man again. Woo-wee!
Well, Johnson's shot got the crowd re-energized, and Sterling right now is feeding off that on both ends of the court.
Steal by Mundell, now up to Garrison. Garrison has it knocked away by Haywood. Now it's back in the hands of Garrison. Garrison one-on-one with Mills. Shot no good. Arnett rebound. Knocked around. And it will be with Sterling. We're just going to take another look at that pull-up jumper by Walter Garrison.
Look at him having some fun, too.
What do we rate the celly, guys? What do we rate the celebration there?
That is a clean 10 out of 10 celebration.
I agree with you, Brian. However, they changed the call on the floor, so Overbrook gets it.
They're going to add that emote to 2K, for sure.
And a timeout here for the Rams.
And right now,
You can follow Sterling Channel 19 on our Facebook page. Find behind-the-scenes information that we upload on YouTube. Catch connections with Mr. Claiborne, updates around the school, and much, much more. Again, you can find that when you follow Sterling Channel 19 on our Facebook page.
Well, there's the super fans that have really been a big part of what Sterling's been able to do in this fourth quarter. And again, we're going to look at our playoff seedings here. You see Overbrook and Sterling there. Overbrook would advance to play Haddonfield at Haddonfield at 3 o'clock on Saturday. That's this Saturday at 3 o'clock. And guys, we talked about it before. Haddonfield probably has one of the best atmospheres for playoff basketball, where the fans seem like they're on top of the court. And what a great job our cheerleaders are doing, getting everybody going.
And they're really keeping the super fans engaged. Phenomenal job from the cheerleading squad here tonight, as always.
Yeah. But as I said, this is how we start. First quarter, you had the fans involved in the game, cheerleaders involved in the game. You had great ball movement. You were finding open looks. Then you have that rough third quarter. Now you're back to what you're doing in the first half. You're getting all that going and getting yourself up to an 8-point lead here with 4:37 remaining.
So we are just about ready to get back for action. Sterling leads at 46-38 with 4:37 left to go. Here's Haywood, now Johnson. Sterling amping up the pressure defensively. Good ball movement now, Haywood. Back to Galda.
Sterling's back in that zone.
Mills down low, no good. Rebound Mundell. Here's Mundell, bounce past the Long. Now over the head finds Long. Long drives inside, back out to Mundell. Pull up three, front iron, rebound Garrison. Garrison's layup rolls around the rim, no good. Gets his own rebound, no good once again. And it finally ends up in the hands of Devon Johnson. Now back in the hands of Walter Garrison. Finds Arnett. Arnett for three. No good. Johnson now to slow it down for the Rams. Johnson finds Haywood. Guarded by Julian Johnson. All of the super fans and all of the Overbrook fans are on their feet with less than 3:30 to go in this fourth quarter. Haywood from way beyond the arc sinks it. Big shot there for the Rams, and David Haywood for three.
Yeah, I don't think we've said enough about the job Haywood's done, not only with the shot right there, but also he was really instrumental in getting a lot of steals out on the perimeter, turning things the other way, and what Overbrook was able to do in that third quarter and coming back.
Take a look at the three there as Coach Behringer wisely took a timeout as Long was trapped along the sideline. One more look at it just from way beyond the arc.
Yeah.
And yeah, just saw perfect amount of space, and he was able to sink it through.
I'm sorry, Brian. But, guys, if you compare what happened in the first half with Overbrook as opposed to what happened in the second half, I think one of the big things is they're hitting the outside shots. They couldn't hit anything from the perimeter in that first half. And, you know, the outside shots, the threes, and the medium jumpers have been a big reason why they've been able to stay close, and now they're within 5.
I think the other thing from that first quarter, too, is Overbrook did a nice job of amping up defensively, and then they moved the ball well in transition to get themselves back into the game. Now just a 5-point game. The Knights still lead it and have possession. It'll be Julian Johnson to inbound. Finds McFadden. McFadden, nice pass up the court to Mundell. Mundell, Eurostep out of the lane, back into the lane, and he gets it.
Well, you need a basket to start the fourth quarter. C.J. Mundell was there, and right there he's with the basket.
Haywood, with a defender in his mitt, nails it. 4-point game. He is feeling it. Pass down low to Schmid, too high. In the hands of Davis Dixon, now Johnson. Garrison backtracking. Garrison on Johnson, now in the corner, it's Mills. Airmail, rebound, McFadden. McFadden wisely slowing up the pace. Here's Mundell. Thought about giving it back to McFadden in the corner, Johnson. Now McFadden, good ball movement here for the Knights. And they'll take their time.
This is what they have to do with the 4-point lead. Spread it out, force Overbrook to come out at them defensively.
McFadden, shot is no good. And they'll get an offensive foul there on Jadis McFadden. Nice job by Devon Johnson drawing the charge, and we are officially under the 2-minute mark with 1:59 in a 4-point ball game in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, looking at the replay. It's probably the right call. Looks like he had the feet set. You come in here, you see Johnson slicing through, gets up in the air, and couldn't get a look at the feet right there, but we saw that on the previous replay that it looked like he did have the feet set.
So Coach Behringer giving his 2 cents to the official. .159 remains. The Rams to roll the ball up the court and save some time. Ramir Long check back into the game for the Knights.
Yeah, look for Overbrook to try to get the ball, move the ball in Haywood's direction. Because he's had the hot hand, there's no question about that.
Win or go home. Here is Haywood. Finds Johnson, guarded by Johnson. Johnson's 3 over Johnson. No good.
Big rebound by C.J. Mundell.
Here is Long.
This is where they got to play smart. Slow it down with the lead. There you go. Bring it out. Pull the defense out.
Here's Long. Puts the ball on the floor. Now finds Mundell. Back to Long. 1:20 remains. Sterling with good ball movement here and a 4-point lead. Long is doubled and a timeout wisely taken by Coach Behringer.
Well, that's a good call by Behringer. Senchen, his freshman, had the trap against him. And just a good time to regroup, go over what your game plan is here in this last minute and 14.
You can find us at Sterling TV 19 on Instagram. Check out everything that's going on around the castle, from sports to Castle Connections with Mr. Claiborne, and behind the scenes things going on with us at the Tech Crew. Check it out on Instagram at Sterling TV 19. And guys, I think the one thing other than preventing a turnover there is how do they beat this press with around 1:30 left to go? I mean, they just struggled, especially around midcourt with the passing back and forth. We've seen guys get trapped a couple of times. I think something like that is going to be addressed in this huddle.
Yeah, you don't want to overhandle the ball. You beat the press through diagonal looks. You want to know where the ball's going before you get it. And I think if you see somebody in trouble, the other thing is you've got to come towards the ball. Sometimes you see people out there flat-footed, and it makes it hard for the person with the ball. So it's really a team effort, and I'm sure that's everything Coach Behringer is going over with the guys right now.
1:14 remains. Sterling leads by 4, but it's anybody's game. Another thing, we'll keep you updated with the foul count. Sterling with 6, so they're 1 away from the 1-and-1s. Overbrook has plenty of fouls to give. They only have 2 team fouls to this point. Julian Johnson inbounds. Mundell thought he had it, and now Mundell draws a foul. This is just a silly mistake here by a senior and CJ Mundell.
Yeah. You just can't be doing that this late in the game.
Lucky to get away with it. No time taken off the clock there. So now they find Garrison. Good pass to Johnson. Cross court to Long. And that'll be a foul. So another foul there. This one will go on Devon Johnson. Now Overbrook with 4 team fouls, inching closer and closer to that 1-and-1 mark.
Yeah, and that's a smart move by Ramir Long. He stepped into the defender as opposed to coming back, making himself susceptible to the trap.
Inbound to the corner now for Long. He's trapped. Find inside to Garrison. Garrison with 4 defenders around him. And a foul. I believe the foul is on the floor. In the span of 15 seconds of game clock, Overbrook has picked up 3 fouls. Mundell, quick pass inside. Now a find for Schmid. No good by Schmid. He gets his own rebound. Good job there by Travis Schmid to follow it up and get the offensive board to keep time ticking away.
That's a great job of Travis Schmid, staying with it.
Long now in the corner. He's looking around. Needs help. Finds Schmid. Schmid looking around. They get a foul.
Yep. And that's when Overbrook really had to foul. And unfortunately for Overbrook, fortunately for Sterling, they're going to foul. Overbrook fouled the best free throw shooter. Oh, thought we were in the bonus. Okay.
Foul is on the floor.
Okay.
6 fouls now per team.
Okay.
And if Sterling is victorious in this one, we will attempt to head over to Haddonfield to watch the 1-seeded Bulldogs take on the 4-seeded Knights in the semifinals of Group 2. That is if Sterling wins this game. Still anybody's game here.
You know, it's quite possible as well. Another overtime game.
That is quite possible.
Already saw one earlier today. Could see another one.
Well, now Sterling is in the bonus, and obviously Overbrook just is in desperation time right now.
We take a gander now at the bracket for the South Jersey Group 2 boys playoffs. It is Haddonfield advancing over Medford Tech. Sterling and Overbrook. The game box on your screen, you see the bottom half of the bracket there.
Now, if you're Overbrook on the inbound, you don't have to foul right away. You can let them dribble for a couple seconds, see if you can get the steal, but if you don't, that's when you have to foul.
36.4 ticks left. Sterling leads by 4 in the 4th. Long, the freshman to inbound. Needs to find somebody quick. And he gets it off finally to Mundell. And Mundell is fouled, and now it'll go to the 1-and-1s. Foul is on Dylan Davis-Dixon. Phenomenal basketball here by the Knights to just drain this clock with a 4-point advantage.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think Davis-Dixon just lost balance because, again, as I said, you could let them move around a little bit and try and get the steal. You didn't need the foul right away, but unfortunately he lost his balance. A great job by CJ Mundell.
The quote-unquote overrated Mundell, as said by the Overbrook fans, now makes it a 5-point game. Can't make it a 6-point game. And now the Rams go up the floor, no good. They wanted that one. Shot by Dixon, no good. Johnson's shot is swatted away, and now a foul that will send Walter Garrison to the line.
Well, Overbrook got the first 2 rebounds, put it up again, and then in comes Walter Garrison with another big rebound, and he's going to go to the free throw line with a chance to ice this game.
Walter Garrison, the man of the night for Sterling. Getting the ball at the free throw line, up 5. First shot is good of the 1-and-1s. 50-44 lead. What a night for Walter Garrison. Second free throw is good. 51-44. Desperation mode. Here's Johnson. Finds Galda. Galda just chucks up a 3. Rolls around the rim. No good. Rebound Johnson. And he cashes in. .8 seconds remain. Basket counts and a timeout on the floor, assessed to the Rams.
Well, the big thing is, if you're Sterling, you've obviously got to get the inbound in. The worst thing that can happen, if you throw it down court and it goes by everybody and you get the turnover, you have Overbrook given the ability to have the inbound.
You can see the super fans. The super fans think this one is a lock with 8.8 seconds remaining. They wave away the opposing Overbrook fans. As the great Yogi Berra said, though, it ain't over until it's over. We still got 8.8 seconds left. Sterling gets an inbound.
Yep. Now Overbrook with the inbound's going to foul right away.
When you're quoting Yogi Berra, you know it's a good broadcast.
Hard foul there on Premier Long. He's helped up there by Hayes Green. 7.1 seconds remain. And 2 free throws here.
Yep.
Just about do it.
Yep.
Just about take the air out of the tires.
No
the
doubt.
wind out of the sails and put the nail in the coffin on Overbrook's phenomenal 22-6. About to be 22-7 season. Freshman knocks down a big first free throw there in the 1-and-1s. 52-46. The Knights lead it. Second free throw was good there for Premier Long. Haywood calls a timeout with 5.5 seconds remaining. And Overbrook needs a miracle and then some.
Yeah, game's over now. 7 points with 5.5 seconds. What an outstanding effort by Sterling. And we said they needed a team effort. And it just seems like everybody stepped up at one point or another in this game to come up with a big shot, a big defensive play. And they're going to come away with a hard-fought win over Don Lang's Overbrook team that came in, was down, fought back, gave a valiant effort, but are just going to come up a little bit short. And this is an outstanding Overbrook team, but Sterling was just a little bit better tonight. They're going to move on.
Just played as one complete unit tonight. They've had some woes during the regular season, especially in that second half, but they have come together as a team once again. And as of right now, it's looking like they're moving on to Haddonfield.
Inbound to Dixon. Haywood for 3. Nothing doing, and that is all she wrote. The boys are still dancing, ladies and gentlemen. Sterling storms the court, and they win this one 53-46. Phenomenal effort from both sides. Sterling victorious. They will move on to play the one-seeded Bulldogs.
Yeah, did what they had to do in this fourth quarter because it was a rough third quarter. There's no question about it against a tough Overbrook team, but they're coming away with a hard fought-for win and a well-deserved one for Sterling, no question.
We will have a post-game show to follow the boys' phenomenal victory, and the superfans now come out to greet them. What a win for the Knights! And what a shot that is of the superfans rallying around the boys' basketball team.
You love to see it, baby.
Sterling victorious, 53-46.
What a game.
And we will have a post-game show to follow as the Knights win this one and are moving on. 53-46 your final.
Hey man, are you okay? No man, this dude keeps bullying me. Here, try this out. What is it? This is stop it. You can report people that bully you. Thank you, man.
Watch where you're going, pal.
Oh, wait a minute. What?
Guys, this has to stop. 8% of high schoolers have bought on school property. It isn't cool. This ain't no fight club. We have to change.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Sterling Channel 19. Sterling gets it done, 53-46 over the Overbrook Rams. I'm going to send it over to Jake for the postgame show.
Thank you, Brian. Joined now by Walter Garrison. Walter, phenomenal game, and it's almost like you picked up right where you left off in the post. Give us a little more insight tonight as you were dominant in the low post once again.
I was kind of tired before the game. I took a nice little nap. I had a lot of energy coming in. And once I realized what they had on me, I realized I could get to the basket anytime I want. You see, they started to switch, which kind of opened up, CJ shots, Jason shots, things like that. So, yeah.
And talk about the one-on-one matchups that you and Devon Johnson of Overbrook had. It seemed like you guys were going back and forth all night.
Yeah, we were. Like I just said, when I had those early 1v1 matchups against whoever was guarding me, I was getting to the basket at will, and they had him on CJ, but they started realizing they had to put me on CJ. But he's a great player. I know it is sad, even though he was on another team, he was a senior, that was a poor scorer, so he's good. But he played hard.
And we saw a lot of acrobatic finishes, pull-up jumpers, a lot of flashy stuff. Give us a little more insight on some of the plays that get the super fans maybe more involved in big moments.
They all do. In playoff atmosphere, any bucket is a good bucket, but no matter how you do it. But me, I have a lot of body control, which is how I finish a lot of my acrobatic shots, things like that. My one-drill pull-ups always working. So.
And one last question for you, Walter. We love the celebration here at the broadcast table. Give us a little insight on what was going through your head after the pull-up jumper, and the celebration was definitely a 10 out of 10.
I was hyped. After that, I kind of knew he was going to win. I just wanted to close it out.
Thank you, Walter. Great game tonight, as always. Now joined by Travis Schmid. Travis, phenomenal game. Talk a little bit about coming back and fighting through adversity, especially as Overbrook was starting to have a little bit of their way there in that second quarter.
Yeah, they're a tough team to play. They have some guys that get after it. They're physical. They were on the boards almost every shot. So we went into the half. We were up. We kind of had some energy, and they were down. But, it's the playoffs. Anything can happen. They're a great team. They have two kids that can really get after it, a bunch of guys around them. So we kind of knew, we can't take our foot off the brake. We expected that run. When you have two kids that are, I think they may have 500 points this season. So when you have two kids like that want to win, and they got some guys around them that can play, so you have to expect that they're going to go on runs.
And give us a little insight. Your ankle was a little tweaked up, kept you out for a little bit of time, but now you're back. Talk about persevering through that injury.
Yeah, it's great. I originally, when I got it, I didn't think I'd be back until maybe Saturday, which we had to make, but I rehabbed really good. So instead of kind of being damn, I'm out for the season and keep my head down, I was I got to stay on it. I got to rehab. I got to keep my head up. And most importantly, me not playing, I had to be there for my team. I had to pick them up. I had to be supportive at practice. I had to be supportive at games. It was just one of those things that even though I wasn't playing, it still felt like I was playing.
And give us a little insight on that shot that you hit at the buzzer, just really showing you were not afraid to be great out there going into the half.
Yeah, never afraid to be great. I like that. Yeah, I haven't shot. This is my first, I didn't play that much the other day. It's been a couple weeks. I had one day of practice. Last game I took a three and I almost airballed it. So tonight I was just I'm going to catch it. I'm just going to shoot it. And it went in, which I was hyped about that, but I don't know. Kind of just saw the rim, looked up, saw the time, and just kind of let it go. It felt good. It felt really good. I probably won't make a shot again for 2 weeks, but that's cool.
Well, that one was definitely good and a big moment. And give us one last question, Travis. Give us a little insight. You guys are playing the Bulldogs for the third time this year. Give us a little more on the matchups you have with Haddonfield.
Yeah, we tend to do good against them when we play here. Playing there is tough. Haddonfield has kids that everyone Haddonfield puts on the floor are going to get after it. They're tough. They want to play. They want to win. They can shoot too. So it's we knew last time we went in there we didn't get the outcome we wanted, and we're even more hungry because we could have had jackets after that. We could have had the conference, and we lost. So I think tomorrow at practice, I think everyone knew this is what we wanted. And I don't really know much how else to put it, but we wanted this. This is the game that we wanted on Saturday. So I think we're all locked in as a group. We're not going to let this win make it seem like we're done and we've won it all, because Haddonfield's a tough opponent. So we just need to stay sharp. Stay sharp. That's it.
Thank you, Travis. On to the next one. Great game tonight.
Of course. Thank you.
Now joined by CJ Mundell. CJ, talk about the impact that guys like Walter and Travis had on tonight's game, especially when you had to sit out with some fouls towards the end of that second quarter.
I trusted my teammates to like pick up my energy, pick up after when we left off. Like when I got the 2 fouls in the second half, and not second half, second quarter, and I had to sit out. I just trusted them and expected them to pick up, and they did, especially Walt and Trav.
And we heard the overrated chants here at the table. I'm sure you heard them. Give us a little bit of insight on what it means to play in this playoff atmosphere, and Overbrook traveled really well.
To be honest, I didn't even think I was rated, but now that I'm getting overrated, I'm kind of loving it.
Phenomenal answer there, CJ. And obviously you guys now going to be the third time going in, seeing the Haddonfield Bulldogs. Give us a little bit of insight on that matchup for Saturday.
To be honest, I don't know, but I know we're going to be prepared for them. We don't lose 3 times in a row to them.
Well said, CJ. Great game tonight, as always. Knights win this one, 53-46. Here at the Castle, they will be moving on to the Group 2 semifinals here in South Jersey as we wait for Coach Behringer. Phenomenal turnout. We're just going to send it back to Brian in the booth now.
So you take a look. Take a look right there. It'll be Sterling taking on Haddonfield this Saturday. And then you see on the very bottom, Cinnaminson will take on either Middle Township or Lindenwold. And we're gonna attempt and get Sterling versus Haddonfield on your Channel 19, on your TV screens. It'll just be a little bit of a talking to with Haddonfield to see if we can get that going. Right now, that game is scheduled for 3 o'clock Eastern. So you see our next TV game right there on your screen. Being live on Channel 19 as well as youtube.com/Sterling TV19. And I'm going to send it back over to Jake as he got a little crowd with him. Jake?
Brian now joined by not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 of the 5 members of the Sterling coaching staff, and this is going to be one heck of an interview, guys. Phenomenal game tonight. Talk about fighting through adversity, especially in that second quarter when Overbrook started to go on a little bit of a run.
Yeah, you know, we've always been like an early team, a first quarter, first half team, so the guys came out strong as they always do, and it was a story of runs, like Behringer likes to say. Both teams are going to go on a run at some point, so Overbrook had their run, but we were able to play tough, stay tough, and stick it out throughout the game, so it was fun to watch.
And when a guy like Walter Garrison gets hot and really starts taking over the game, talk about how much that does for you guys as a coaching staff, being able to rely on one singular player when you guys know you need a basket.
I mean, Walter just likes to live down low, get those putbacks, work and get those shot fakes, get people up in the air, get those layups. So when he's living down low, it really opens up everything outside. I mean, you guys saw how many open threes we had. At the first half, they weren't really falling, but then that fourth quarter came around and they were falling, and that's when we started to pull away.
And both student sections came and they showed up really well, and that makes a great playoff atmosphere. Talk about, does that make it more fun for you guys, a little more nerve-wracking? Does it change anything at all?
Yeah, I mean, that's what Behringer said to them before the game, is this is what you play the game for. And he told the kids yesterday in practice just to take a minute before the game started to look around and take it all in. Because, you know, if you're an athlete and you're a competitor, you want to play in front of your student section like that, in front of a packed gym. And I think they really embraced that.
And last question for you guys. We talked to some of the players about it. You guys now going up against Haddonfield for the 3rd time this year. We obviously, you two know each other. Give us a little insight going into Saturday's matchup, now being a playoff game.
This is what we wanted. As soon as the bracket got finalized, we saw that we were going to line up with Overbrook, who obviously kicked our butt in a scrimmage earlier, so we wanted that one. And at Haddonfield, you know, they got the second one against us earlier this season, so we had that one circled on our calendar. We wanted it, and you know, we're coming for revenge.
Well, thank all of you guys for coming on with us. And we're going to take a look here. We want to know what this is. Shot from Walter Garrison, and what's up with the celebration? We talked to Walter about it, and he said he was feeling himself. We loved it over here at the booth, but we were just wondering what you guys had to think of that celebration in that big moment.
I mean, that's
Walt's
just
a character, bro. Walt's always
I didn't
been a
even see
character.
it.
I didn't either.
I didn't see the celebration, but I saw the shot, and we all kind of looked at each other like, it's not really a shot we want, but it went in.
We got.
So we were all in the back of our seats, and it just fell.
I mean, he's always dancing in practice. We've actually had to set a rule in practice. If Behringer's talking, he can't dance. But again, like they said, that's just him. He likes to play loose. He likes to have fun, but that's when he's at his best. So we love to see it.
One final question for you guys. The shot there shown by Travis Schmid, obviously a phenomenal shot. Give us a little bit of a rundown on what was going through the huddle before that play was drawn up.
I wouldn't even say it was a play that was drawn up. I mean, it was 2.9 seconds, get the ball in bounds, see what happens. Shout out to Zion Arnett. He just got the ball, got his head up, saw Trav let it fly, and
Welcome
business
back,
as
Trav.
usual.
Welcome back, Trav.
Knock down a buzzer beater, walk into the locker room.
Thank all of you guys for joining us here on the postgame show with Channel 19. We're going to send it back to Brian in the booth.
See our next TV game this Saturday, February 25th. It'll be the boys basketball team taking on the number 1 seed Haddonfield Bulldogs. That'll be at 3 o'clock Eastern. Coverage will be on Channel 19 as well as YouTube.com/SterlingTV19. And what a fun day here at the Castle. 2 doubleheaders here at the Castle. A lot of fun offensively and defensively for both sides. Boys able to win it, and they'll be playing Saturday. That's going to do it here on Channel 19. I'm Brian McLernan. I was joined by Robert Strauss earlier, as well as Mr. Schulz and Jacob Clark. That's going to do it here on Channel 19.